Hello students, a very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are doing well. So today in this video we are going to discuss about properties of soil. Okay. So right now we will talk about three important properties of soil. The first one is percolation rate of water in soil. That is, we will see how fast and how slow water can drain a particular type of soil. Alright. Next one is moisture in soil, and the third one property is water absorption by soil. So you know that plants need water. So from soil they get water. Plants need nutrients, minerals, and you know that all these things they get from the soil. So here all the three important properties of soil are related to water. Okay. So let's start with percolation of water in soil. So now before we talk about percolation of water, it is important to understand the meaning of the term percolation. Okay, so what is percolation? Uh, Percolation means the downward movement of water through the soil. Okay, it is given to name a process, a liquid slowly passing through a filter. Now, have you ever seen a filter paper? Now, whenever you pass mixture through it, any solution, solid or liquid, so what happens? A solid particles is not allowed to pass through a tiny pores, whereas the liquid pass through it. So that's how you can separate the two components using the filter paper. So any process in which liquid is slowly passing through a filter, that process is called percolation. Now, when I say a filter, this filter is not necessary is filter paper. It could be any porous materials, any material which have tiny holes or pores. Now, we are going to talk about percolation through water. So now here we are considering a soil as a filter paper. So due to porous nature of soil, water can slowly pass down through the soil. Okay. Now, have you ever noticed when you watering the plants in your garden? So let's say you have put sufficient amount of water inside a tumbler. Now what happens when you put water? If you look water over the surface, so you can see a layer of water above. And just wait for a couple of minutes. After some time, what do you see? That all the water went inside. So what actually happens? So now this soil is made up of the soil particles, and you know there are spaces between the soil particles. So water moves through these spaces and go down. It goes deeper. So that's why after some time we do not see any water on the surface. So this process, when water getting filtered through the spaces between the soil particles, is known as percolation of water through the soil. All right. So now, what is percolation rate of water? So here, amount of water percolated per unit of time. That means how fast the percolation rate is taking place, how fast water is actually getting filtered through the pores of soil over the period of specific time. So let's try to measure the percolation rate of water. So now let's suppose you have taken 100 milliliter of water in this tumbler, and then you put entire 100 milliliter of water in this flower pot. And then what happened? You just wait for some times. Waiting for some time, you will see the entire water which is visible above do get inside. And what do you observe? You observe that the time taken by the water to get speed down completely is around 10 minutes. Suppose 10 minutes. Okay, so that is what you observe here. That means this can actually tell you how fast water is percolated and how fast the water moving through the pores of in the soil. So this measurement is done with the help of percolation rate. Percolation rate equal amount of water upon percolation time. Okay, so here amount of water is 100 milliliter and time to percolation is 10 minutes. So 100 upon 10 equal 10 milliliter per minute. This is the percolation rate of water. 10 milliliter per minute here. Okay, so this would be percolation of water through this soil. So now I hope you are getting it. So percolation is always the process of filtration of water, how water is passing through the pores present in the soil. Understood? Now here important point is the rate of percolation is different in different types of soil. So the types of particles which makes the soil play an important role in percolation. So that's why percolation rate of water is different in different type of soil. So if you compare how fast water drains through a sandy soil, it is very different from loamy soil. Okay. Now here let's see how exactly percolation rate different from three types of soil. So here in this picture I am trying to explain that how fast in what is water moving down. So basically percolation means the water moving down. Alright, and this percolation rate is maximum in case of sandy soil. Do you know why? Because sandy soil is made up of big particles. You can see here it is made up of big particles. So therefore the spaces in the between of particles is big, and through this space water can drain quickly. Therefore water drain through sandy soil. And now if you look at loamy soil, here the space comparatively lesser than sandy soil. Therefore percolation rate also be little less compared to sandy soil. And in clay soil, particles are closely packed together. You can see here these particles are closely packed together. Okay, so there are very tiny spaces in between them. So that is why water cannot drain quickly. So water get locked there. The soil hold the water and it not allow water to drain through it. It cannot water pass through it, but water get retained by the soil, right? So when we are talking about percolation rate, it is maximum in sandy soil and it is minimum in case of clay soil. So student, don't get confused here, because many times student get confused. So you know that which soil is holding more water. You know, clay soil is holding more water because it is actually locking water in between the spaces. And when we talk about the higher percolation rate, means water is draining. So in that case we need a big space, and in case of sandy soil we have a big space. So sandy soil, the percolation rate is maximum in sandy soil. So now why do we know about percolation rate? That's because knowing percolation rate will help us to decide which crops are suitable to be grown on which types of soil. So let's say sandy soil. We know that sandy soil have a maximum percolation rate. So which type of plants do you think is suitable for sandy soil? Now those plants which might not require a lot of water, right? So that means percolation rate decide how can we utilize the particular type of soil for a specific crop. All right. So now I hope you understood about percolation rate, what is percolation, and how percolation rate is different in three different types of soil.